silence. Upper one, silence.
என்ன பேசணும்னு எனக்கு தெரியாதுங்க. ஆனால் உங்கள்கிட்ட என்னது கொஸ்டின் இருக்குன்னா கேளுங்க. கரெக்டா? தமிழ் ஓகேண்ணா? ஓகேங்க. ஓகே, தென் ஐ டாக். ஃபிலிம்ஸ் பார்த்து நிறைய பல ஃபிலிம்ஸ் பார்த்துருக்கேங்க. சொல்ல மாட்டேன், அது ஒரு இது வரும். நோ, ஐ வாட்ச் a lot of films. அப்பா இவ்வளோ தமிழ் பேசுனேன். You want to translate on this also? தமிழ் தெலுங்குன்னா ஒன்றுமே இல்லைங்க. இஃப் ஐ கெட் ஒன் சாலிட் ஸ்கிரிப்ட் எனிவேர் ஐ வில் டூ இட். லாங்குவேஜ் அண்ணா இல்லைங்க. இஃப் ஐ கெட் ஒன் குஜராத்தி ஃபிலிம் ஆல்சோ ஐ வில் டூ. இஃப் ஹீரோ பற்றி சொல்லணுமா? என்ன சொல்லணும்? அப்யூஸ் பண்ண மாட்டேன். ஓகே, ரொம்ப நல்ல பையன், ரொம்ப ஹார்ட் ஒர்க் பண்ணுறாங்க. 2 ஃபிலிம் ஆச்சு, 2 கரெக்டா? 2 ஃபிலிமில் பண்ணேன். விஜய், ஐ ஹவ் டன் 2 ஃபிலிம்ஸ் டுகெதர். அப்பா கஷ்டங்க. அப்போ ஓகே, திஸ் இஸ் உங்களுக்கு பிடிச்சிருச்சா? ட்ரெய்லர் பிடிச்சிருச்சா உங்களுக்கு? ஐயோ ஆமாவா சார்? they want to see the trailer once more on அக்கா. ஓகே, லில்லியன் கேரக்டர் பேருங்க வந்து she is a state level cricketer. She is one of these girls. Like லில்லியன் கேரக்டர் வந்து she is just a normal character. ஆனால் லில்லி லைஃப்ல ஜேர்னி வந்து it's a journey of every girl at one point of her life. So if you tell me to explain the character, I don't know what to say about my character because it's just another girl. But if you watch the film and you witness the journey of this character, then you'll know what it is. Sorry. ಈ ಫಿಲ್ಮ್ பார்த்து சார் ஃபஸ்ட்டு சூப்பராக இருக்குது. அஃப்கோர்ஸ் நான் பண்ணேன், சார் பண்ணாங்க. ஹாய். No. I practiced cricket for about 5 months, if I'm not wrong, and I learned it for the film. In the initial days when Sir said I was a cricketer, state level cricketer, I was taken aback. I was like, am I capable of doing something like this? Because of course, in my real life, I play sport. I'm an athlete and all of that. But then cricket was one game I hadn't played. So they wanted a cricketer. They wanted a real feel of a cricketer, and that's when I took it more seriously and I started practicing, going for training, and the result is what you see in the trailer. No man, I really want to. I really wish I where will I? I think 1 or 2 girls came for the team. I think the girls were in the team. In the trailer, whichever the match you see is happening, they're all players. They're all under 19 players. And yes, those are the only players I got to speak to. And no one from the team or anything. I wish I get to. Hard man. Oh. No, I still remember having so many bruises, bruises everywhere, and I used to come back home and I used to be like, no, and my trainer used to be like, put your hand inside the ice water, it'll be better, but we can't take a break because it's on tight schedule and all of that. And then I was like, but I hated actually first see, I can never get into the character before going on floors, but when you start the journey of shoot, no, when you start choreographing or the scenes and all of that, and then all of us decide on what the character feels and everything, that's when you start getting into the character. So I think I got into Lily, like, I think in the second schedule, if I'm not wrong. But luckily the look of the character and everything, because everything had changed, I cut my hair, I was wearing a frock, and all of that helped me get into the character easier than my other films.
Cricketer life la eppadi indha comrade varaadu?
Eppadi indha என்ன சொல்றது, like how yeah,
Live next to her.
then I can say நான் neighborங்க வந்து I don't know if I can reveal anything. He is so full on. Okay, so வந்து நான் neighborங்க first, I can't tell the story but I will stop it right there. I saw him, he saw me somewhere, and then did you talk about the sister? So basically வந்து I had gone to one of the functions in my uru, and there, that is where so am I saying the story? Okay, enough, huh? Okay, avladanga, sorry. Cool. Yeah, thank you.
I already find so much clutter on a poster, so yeah, they do think, but I assume that eventually with the trailer, with the teaser, with the songs, that you get into the vibe of the movie more, and I don't mind doing a bit of explanation, and when you see the film you'll understand what it's about and how it means so much more.
ஒரு சப்டைட்டில் போடலாம் சார். நம்ம நோட்டாவே அப்படி ஒரு பூம் அப்படி ஒரு ஹிட் கொடுக்கலாம்னு இங்க அந்த டைட்டில் தான். டியர் காம்ரேட்ங்கிறது எங்க எல்லாருக்குமே பொலிட்டிக்கல் பாயிண்ட்.
Okay.
ஏன்னா காம்ரேட் மீன்ஸ் ஸோ ஒரு சப்டைட்டில் கீழே நீங்க சொன்னதா இது காதல் கம்யூனிஸ்ட்வாதி அப்படிங்கிற ஏதோ சொல்லுங்க.
இப்போ now all the interviews that you put, instead of saying Vijaydevarakonda Rashmika chemistry, one more lip lock, instead of putting this headlines, put idu kadal padam, communist cinema padam illa. Now you put that title, you will also help me instead of this. So all of you do that and clarity will come, for everyone will get clarity. What to do? Helpless, all of us. Is going on. Sorry?
Emotions will get attack on you. Deepak get attack on
Till you get the shot right, I guess. You never generally it's, as in now we are all having fun and we are laughing about it, but for us cinema is very serious. For me, when I do a film, it's a very serious thing. It's storytelling, and it is my career, it is my producer's huge money, my debutant director, his entire life is dependent on this. There are 40 new actors who've struggled to get a break and are now playing smaller roles. It's this girl's career, and the amount of hate an actress gets simply just because we can take their case and we can feel better about ourselves. The amount of people that abuse her and judge her for doing this, we don't want to do this. But then when it comes to the film, we feel like the film is bigger than all of this. It's okay. 1 week, 1-2 months before a film release, some people will abuse, some people understand, will take it. When the film releases, they will understand the bigger story we are trying to tell, which is very important with Dear Comrade. And it's, I feel it will leave a lasting impact on people. For the sake of that and for the sake of bringing these characters into life, we do what we have to. Yeah, so it's not as light as people would like to make it be. It's not fun and games. It's a very serious job that we do, and we take it extremely seriously. From the film, I don't know. Each one will take their own bits, I guess. Do I want them to take something? Do I don't want them? As in, it's a story I feel needs to be told, and it will leave an impact that it has to. They don't have to take anything. The film will give them what it has to. If they come and watch, it'll affect them, and then I'm saying it in the film. I think when I say it as a message, no, it sounds too boring and sounds too blah. So when you tell about a story that happened, it makes more sense. They will get it when they watch the film.
Sir, do you think Bharat Kama has also has the same idea? Like you said, there's not a communist movement, but you can see the red flag behind communist leaders, Karl Marx picture.
Yeah.
As director, did not put the essence of communism in this movie.
Not the essence of communism, but the essence of fighting for your rights is there. So in that, same thing, So now if communism is fighting for your rights, I think we are all communists. Won't we fight for our rights? We will. So the spirit of not, all of us, when we don't get what we deserve, we are like, okay, let's go on. You paid for something, you don't get it. We voted a party into power, but they don't do what is required. We adjust, and our middle class has the biggest level of patience. We are patient with everything. We are like, why speak? We are brought up in fear, and we are brought up in like, just let's mind our business. It's okay. Even current is not there in our house. We don't call board and say, "Arey, why is not?" We see next house. Oh, he also doesn't have current. It's okay. All of us don't have. We'll wait. But so I think the strength, the philosophy of fighting, which communists took over, is fighting for equal rights, be it lands, be it voting power, be it lots of things. That philosophy came because that spirit and that philosophy came, but no other political. Now everything has taken one direction. So we don't subscribe to any political party's direction. We only subscribe to the spirit of, and that is the only propaganda we are doing, is everyone needs to fight for what you love. That is the only message we'd like to give.
Well, I've got two questions for you.
Yes, brother.
First one. Now it's like women empowerment and all that, no?
Yeah.
So why do all the movies come with just the actor's name in the front? The hero's name.
Yeah.
Vijay Devarakonda. She's not acting anything. You don't see her name on it.
True.
Why? First question.
So
I mean, it's not this, like all the movies.
I know it does. In this, like, I can't speak for other films, but in this film, Lily is very, very important. Lily is very important to the film. So, Abba, asal excited, huh? So Lily is very important to this film, and she absolutely deserves Vijay Devarakonda and Rashmikamandanna in. So what we did is, out of our interest, we made some posters for her, but she's not a Rashmikamandanna poster for her. Rashmikamandanna in Dear Comrade, we made a bunch of posters. But I guess having this is a business call. Having the lead actor's name, I think this particular thing is a business call for sale in areas beyond Hyderabad or Chennai. So when you go elsewhere, I think they want to see that, okay, this guy is here and you want them to pull him in. And she's a star, and she's got a huge fan following. She's got a huge fan following. I'm going to make now I'll make. We'll try, we'll figure something. We'll do something.
Second one.
Yes.
So you're from Telangana, right?
Oh, no.
But Karnataka.
Anantapurlo, which is near, it's like 4 hours from Bangalore, but it's actually in Andhra Pradesh.
So now, like, because you grew up like in a hostel and all that,
Yeah.
your accent and your language and all would have like been affected in some way or the other.
Yes.
So how come now you speak Pakka Telangana Telugu and you've got that accent and all that? You take an effort to do that specifically to attract your audience, or is it because that's how it is?
Did you know that
That's what I mean.
I have absolute no need to, and it's only natural. I speak the language that is spoken at home, that's spoken by my friends. When I came out of 10th standard, I spoke zero Telugu because in my hostel we spoke only English. So then post 10th in my intermediate, the language I speak is what I absorbed from my college, from my home, from my relatives. So this is the language that was spoken in Hyderabad. And you should know specifically that Telangana was a dialect that was completely looked down upon being spoken in mainstream cinema. When I did my first film, I was asked not to speak this dialect. But I was like, dude, this is how I speak and this is my language and this is how I will speak. I was even advised not to speak it in interviews because generally cinema followed a neutral language back home. Everyone preferred a neutral language so that everyone understood it. Hyderabad is a very multicultural city. It has lots of people from all states. It has Telangana people, Andhra people, all kinds of dialect. And Hyderabad, actually, the dialect is very mixed. If you go into rural Telangana, it's very different from what I speak. So the neutral language, which is kind of the neutral dialect, neutral slang, which is kind of spoken in the Vijayawada region, was what's preferred because it's that side they again have a very strong dialect. So overall they would speak this dialect and it was most acceptable because people across the state could understand it. But I guess I decided to do this, and now because it worked, the question of do you make an attempt to speak this, but you wake me up in the middle of the night, this is what will come out.
This works anyway.
Yeah, you're Telugu?
I am from Maranatha.
Oh, okay.
And my mom really likes it.
Lovely. Say hi to auntie.
சார், நீங்க நடிச்ச தெலுங்குல சூப்பர் டூப்பர் ஹிட்டான அர்ஜுன் ரெட்டி இங்க ரீமேக் ஆகிறதுல 2 ட்ரிப் இதோட ஷூட் ஆயிடுச்சு. சில குளறுபடிகள். அதனால தான் இந்த படத்தை தமிழ், ஹிந்தி எல்லாத்துக்கும் நீங்களே பைலாக வைக்க பண்ணீங்க.
He's asking why didn't I do it in all languages?
See, Arjunredddy has been remade twice.
Yeah.
They haven't released. So you waited and you thought of deciding you come here and releasing this film in all languages.
Because Arjunredddy didn't release. No, it will release. Now it's ready. Yesterday only I met Vikram sir I wish all the best to Dhruv. I hope it does really well. The Hindi version did super well. And I hope it does equally well for Dhruv. It's his first film, and I wish him well. Thank you.
Still, big announcement.